All right, so before I went on vacation this winter, I wanted to make myself a quilt. So I went and bought blue jeans and I'm working on making a blue jean quilt that's in the stained glass style. And before I left, I was testing my method and making sure everything worked okay. And I looked around at where I was and I said, well, I could do this with t-shirts. I can make a stained glass t-shirt quilt. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is my stained glass t-shirt quilt. I love it, and I hope you guys like it too. Fancy drum roll, whatever. All right. So this is a stained glass t-shirt quilt. It's made in the Too Cool style. So, like our other quilts, all the blocks are different sizes. So we have little blocks, and we have big blocks, and we're able to puzzle them all together. The little black line between the blocks I am calling leading, and it's what the lead would be in a stained glass window. It divides the different pieces of colored glass, and so that's what we're using here. And we also made a really cool piece border that is, again, it's made from all the different colors that are in the quilt, so it really works well with the quilt. It's a really fun quilt. The shirts came from my vacation, so when I went on vacation, I had it in my mind, okay, I'm going to make this really cool quilt. I'm going to get some shirts. So I became a t-shirt buying junkie. I had to buy t-shirts. There's places I really didn't want to go. It's like, oh, do we have to go in there? And my husband would look at me and goes, there might be a gift shop, there might be t-shirts. It's like, okay, let's go. So on vacation, I bought every single one of these t-shirts. Went to some really cool places. This really sweet seahorse right here is from Rockport, Texas. A lot of these are from Texas. And then we went nuts in Plains, Georgia. We went down to visit Jimmy Carter's home, and that was really interesting. Nice little town, lots of peanuts going on there. This shirt here came from the McDonald Observatory. And if you ever get a chance to go to the McDonald Observatory, you really should take the time to do it. It was really fascinating to get to see what all they're doing there. It's some pretty cool stuff. This green guy, the skeleton guy, he's from Terralinga, Texas. And that's actually a ghost town, which is being turned into kind of a, I can't even describe the town. They had all these old little houses, and people are able to come back in, and they're rebuilding some of them, but they're kind of making them into like vacation Airbnbs. Very strange place, but it was really fun to go to. So that'd be another great place to go. So this was my vacation this winter, and it was a lot of fun. I'll show you part of the back of the quilt. We have it pinned up here, so it's hard to see the back, but I wanted to show you a few of the designs. So it's our great quilting again is on the back. So it's a great t-shirt quilt. It's a stained glass quilt. It's Too Cool style. It's got all the Too Cool quilting. And I really think this was one of my best quilts that I have made, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So that's what we're up to right now. We will make one of these for you, but it will cost you. This did take a lot more time. The time came because of all the little pieces that you have to sew. First, you have to sew around every single shirt once, when normally you would just sew it to one another. So it's a lot more sewing. And if you're a sewer or know anything about t-shirts and cotton, they don't really like to play well. The t-shirt material will really stretch, and the cotton material doesn't move. And so you have to sew it very carefully so that they end up the same length. And if you're not careful, you'll get little tucks and nicks inside your t-shirts. So a lot of sewers would think, oh, you have to use some iron-on backing to make this work. No, we don't. There's not a drop of iron-on backing or interfacing on this. I did not stiffen the shirt so I could do this. I kept the shirts the same soft t-shirt that you always have. I just know how to sew this really well, and that's what made this quilt so cool. And that's a result of having been sewing and quilting for 50 years now. I started sewing when I was 5, so yeah, 55. So it's a lot of work and a lot of skill that goes into this, but it's I love it. It's worth every drop of time I put into it, and we'll make you one, but it's going to cost a lot, unfortunately. But if you can afford it and you have the right colorful t-shirts for it, I think you'll have a quilt that just is really going to wow everybody. I've shown this to a half a dozen people so far, and people are just like going, wow. And it's like, yeah, I'm saying that every time I see it, so it's really to be very special. Michelle, do we have any questions?
Not any yet.
Not any questions yet, okay. This style would not work for every group of t-shirts. If you have a group of t-shirts that are really dark, it wouldn't work. What really makes this work is the fact that we have a lot of colorful t-shirts. We have a couple black shirts in here that I couldn't get in any other color, but they were really something I wanted. And so when you have the black around the black, you lose that effect of being the stained glass. And so I think it really takes a very colorful group of shirts to do this. But we're also thinking, what about a group of all black t-shirts, like a Harley Davidson, and put bright orange in between those? We thought that would be really, really cool. So not every group of t-shirts lends itself to be made into a stained glass quilt, but if you've got the right grouping of t-shirts and your budget allows it, this quilt is above and beyond anything that I've ever made before, so I'm really, really excited for it. I think this is a game changer to the t-shirt quilt industry. So no more questions from the, all right, well, if you want to ask more questions, let us know, and if you'd like one, definitely come visit us. Our newest blog is all about this, so you can visit that blog, and we hope you enjoy the quilt as much as we have. Thanks.